Hello world, I'm going live. Wait for people to show up for a little bit. I wanted to go over my new book release. It's coming out soon. By the end of the month it'll be released. But I wanted to share a little bit about it. And I will wait a bit and get some people on here. So behind me is a rendition of the parlor. It's something that's in the book in one of the chapters, and something I did up as a kind of an inspiration as I'm going along. Well, I'm just going to get started, and people will join me when they can. I'm streaming live to my personal page and my ministry page, and YouTube is out there. So if you're tuning in, say hello in the chat. So you probably realized, or you wouldn't be here, that I finished The Mirror, The Shattering of Self, and it's about to be released. This is the proof copy, so I'll get that lovely band across it. But the real copies are coming soon. And I wanted to take a few minutes to show you what I've made available for pre-order. But before I show you that, I want to tell you what the book is actually about. I've been keeping it vague on purpose, simply because I don't want to give away any of the story details. Story works best when it just reveals itself to you slowly. So I'll share a little bit about that, and if you're here, say hello in the comments so I can see you. I'm going to share about the book in a moment. It's been an amazing journey writing this. It's been a personal journey. It's been something that's been pretty intense for me, but what a blessed experience in how it came about. So say hello in the chat if you are here. So I kept the details vague because I didn't want to give the story details away. The sense of discovery is part of the experience. But the book begins with a woman who's holding herself together by instinct. Tiffany wakes up. She's already tired. She's already anxious before her eyes even open. Welcome. Hey, Paul. Doing just a preview of my book that's come out is what I'm doing today. So good to see you here again today, but different than what we usually do on Kainos page. So has anyone been there, just going through the motions? Every night she dreams of a mansion and it's full of empty rooms. So she shows up, it's beautiful, but it's directionless. And her life feels the same way. It's structured, but it's going nowhere. Symbolism permeates the book. Almost everything in it reflects something she feels or something she lives. Names, details, all symbolic. But everything changes one night when a dream finally engages her. It's a moment a lot like Hagar in the scriptures in Genesis 16. She thinks she's at the end of her story, and God sees her. God sees her. It's one of my favorite stories. It is sad as it is, as heartbreaking as it is, the ache with it, but she's seen, and she names God El Roi, the God who sees. So sometimes we don't find a new beginning until we come to the end of ourselves. So she's seen, and from that moment on, the rooms begin to show her what she's been avoiding. Every encounter gives language to something that she's been holding together, and it all begins to break. But she finds a language to the things that she's only felt and never put a name to. And she's broken not to destroy her, but to free her. I mean, I know that's what God does sometimes. It just he breaks us. He brings us to the end of ourselves to bring us to a place of freedom. So welcome, Maggie. I'm going over the details of the book that's about to be released. That's what I'm doing here today. Hello, Laurel. Welcome. So The Mirror isn't just about Tiffany's story. It's my story. It's other stories. It's through the decades of ministry that we spent dealing with people and helping them to find freedom and hope. We know that there's no magic pill. It's so the book is not a magic pill. It's psychology and spirituality woven together, but it's a journey of how she finds freedom. So there's patterns of healing in here that you can sit with. There are layers that you notice each time you read. But again, the hope doesn't come from a magic fix. It comes from intentionality and engagement and honesty. And you can follow the path that Tiffany follows, and you might find hope too. So as you're reading the book, I'm not guaranteeing there's a fix for you, your situations. There's not instant freedom for you, but there's a path that you can walk, that you can begin to open yourself up to see what God can do to heal you. So the book officially releases May 1st on Amazon, but I've prepared a limited number of copies that I'm finishing by hand, and that's what I'm doing today. I'm showing you the finishing touches that I'm putting on this. It's not a collector's gimmick. It's something that I'm doing because this book came out of real places in me, and I wanted a version that carries that same kind of presence. And my vision for the book is it's more than just reading a book. I want it to feel like an experience. So before you decide what to buy and which one to get, I want to walk you through all the options. So first of all, I'm going to flip over my camera here, give you a top view. That's my hand. Say hello in the chat if you just shown up. I'm going through details of this book, The Mirror, The Shattering of Self. So should be available May 1st on Amazon. There are two Amazon versions, the paperback and the hardcover. They both have the same story. Hardcover is better quality, but at the end of the hardcover, there's some symbols that Tiffany records as she's going through her journey. And there's just some details of the symbols and like a journal page that she wrote. But otherwise, they're identical. This is what you'll find on Amazon. Now, there's two versions you can order directly from me. And both versions are signed by me. There's edge stamping on both versions. It's almost like a seal. Something small but intentional is there. There's a bookmark designed for each version. The paperback version is a printed bookmark, but each of the phrases is unique. It'll be unique to you, and I'm trusting that the words that I put there specifically for you will be intentional and will hit you. The Archivist Edition. This is the Archivist Edition hardcover. This has a hand-drawn bookmark on special paper. It has more of a feel of being hand-touched, but same thing. It's got its own message. It's got a hand-drawn doodle and a stamp. These go with the Archivist Edition. So that's where the similarities end. This is the Archivist Edition. It's got a different back cover, different feel a little bit. It's a hardcover quality. In the Archivist version, there's hand-drawn inserts. I drew these by hand. I call them doodles. It's not a polished illustration, but I call it a doodle. It's a sketch from me, and it's on the inside, mounted to the inside cover. So it's just a small glimpse of the inner world that shaped the book. These are attached to the inside. The bookmark comes with it. It's signed. Now there's something here that in this version means the most to me. There are small feather stamps. If you notice at the bottom of the page, just a little feather. Okay. This is on the pages that hit me the hardest when I was writing it, when I was reviewing it and reading it through. Every time I'd read it through, something in here would just resonate in me, something on that page. So this is the pages where I had to stop, where I had to kind of breathe and recollect myself, and something in me was remembering something before I did. So the feather stamp is subtle. It's meant to feel like when you open an antique book and you find a like a pressed flower. Someone had left there decades ago and you don't know who they are, what they meant to them, but suddenly your story and theirs overlap for a second. So that's what the feather marks are. It's little traces of the story where the story pressed into me, where I'm reading it through and said, boy, this is impact. Again, a lot of the story, my personal experiences come into the story, the feelings, and that's what makes it me. And I wish I could do more than just this. I wish I could sit with every person reading it and say, yep, I know that feeling too. I know what you're going through. But this book wasn't really written just from imagination. Again, it's written from experience, from the places in me that didn't have language at the time. I write the way I do in this book because I felt the things Tiffany feels, the stomach drop, and something in an environment triggers something in you. The instinctive flinch of trauma, the way a body remembers before the mind does. People struggling with anxiety in the body, they'll feel it somewhere in their body before their mind says, oh, something's wrong. I felt those things. The child logic that still lives in adult, like we're still thinking like children, even though we're adults, there's this tendency to replay patterns. So I've lived through versions of these things and I've done the work to understand them. And now I can finally give language to those parts of me that never had the words. So that's why making this personal matters to me, especially the Archivist Edition and the feather stamps. The stamps marking the pages is where something impacted me as I was writing. It's because this book is meant to be kept and not consumed that I want an archivist copy. I want something you can hold in your hand, keep on your shelf, and return to. Something you'd read through again, because each time you read it through, there's another layer. So at the end of the month, the book will be available on Amazon. And again, there's a paperback and a hardcover. It's the same cost as ordering from me. The archivist version is $35. The hardcover on Amazon is $30. There's only a $5 difference, but this will add a personal touch to it. But it's the same story. So Amazon, no signature, no hand-drawn inserts, things like that. You get the story, which is amazing in itself. But I'm just saying there's something deeper here that I wanted to have everyone have an experience in. Amazon will print what you put in there. They can't print the parts that I add by hand. So if you order from online or you order from Amazon, there's one more thing I've added is a website. You get access to a private space on the website. It's called the Inner Room. And I created it to enhance the experience from the book. After you read the book, you'll find a code in the book or how to get in there. You'll sign up for free and then you'll just have a password because I wanted a protected space. But you'll find deeper details about the story's emotional architecture. Some of the details about how to understand the rooms. The Tiffany symbol pages from the hardcover are in there because everyone needs access to them, and I did not put them in the softcover edition. There's reflection questions from the book. And there's a facilitator's guide that you can download if you ever wanted to facilitate a group discussion. That'll be on the page too. And there's some other things too, some renderings, images and things that I've created are in there. But I do hope to lead a discussion group someday. That would be awesome. But when time permits and the timing is right, it's not going to be for a while. I've got a lot of things in life to get through. So if you're someone who reads with your whole being rather than just like getting through a book, this is it. The Archivist Edition may be something you want to hold on to. It carries the same emotional fingerprints that shaped the writing. But even if you never get this version, the heart of the story is in every copy, even through Amazon. So that's it. That's all I needed to share. This will be available recorded. It should show up on my page, I'm hoping, and the other pages that I recorded it to. So I do bless you all. I thank you all for being here. Thanks for caring about this story. Thank you, Paul. Hope to see you Thursday. Yes, I amaze myself, Laurel. I don't know. I just have so much energy when the creativity hits to put something out there that means something to somebody. So thank you for letting me share something that means so much to me, and I will see you online.